Hi, this is little Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into a microphone. Why? Well, just because I can, and I continue with Arcanum of Steamworks and Magick Obscura blind. Now, seeing how I am here in this inn, surrounded by two corpses, and I spent about 30 or even 40 minutes of the last episode dying over and over again in a pretty vain attempt to kill this half-orc villager here. I feel like I owe you a bit of an explanation, perhaps, although to be honest, it's not going to be a good one. Well, why did I do it? I guess it's mostly because when he first attacked me, upon me telling him that I am a survivor of the IFS Zephyr, the Zeppelin crash, and the orc villager turned out to be a supporter of some organization called the Manichaean Hand? Molochean Hand, and he attacked me. I somehow got it into my mind that because he does that, I should be able to defeat him, but I guess it's totally backwards thinking, because it might have been a punishment for me as a player for, babbling about information that I shouldn't, and it might have been a lesson that I should keep my mouth shut about the whole incident. But then, a couple of tries in, I accidentally succeeded in killing him, but Jaina Styles, my new follower, died. So I knew that it's theoretically possible for me to win, even though I'm very low level compared to him. And at that point, it became a point of almost like ambition for me to defeat him, because I knew it's doable. However, I certainly could have approached that better from the tactics standpoint, but to be honest, I'm still a little bit muddled, like on the whole mechanics. For example, my arm is crippled. The crippled state of a crippled arm prevents the wielding of that item, but I don't even know how to check that. I probably should read a manual or something, because I don't know how to check that. Presumably that's also why my beauty is lowered, because I've been hit in a fight a little bit too hard or something. But those older games often had very extensive manuals, and I imagine it was developed, with the thinking in mind of the developers that you would read the manual before playing, and I didn't. So that might have been a mistake on my part, because there are still many elements of the game I'm not that, familiar with. For example, I wonder if there is some kind of a tactics system for giving direct orders to your followers to, for example, use certain spells, because as I understand it,
what is it that you want of me?
I can't control any of them directly. I cannot switch my perspective to any of my followers. They just sort of follow me, as the name implies, and do what they want, basically, which is not always that great, because, for example, Jaina Styles kept getting into melee despite being a healer, and kept dying over and over as a result. But also, I am a little bit sad about the death of the bartender, but I watched the recording, and it's clear to me that he attacked me first, so I killed him in self-defense. I'm not sure why did he attack me. It might be because he was part of the Molochean Hand as well, or he took offense to me fighting in his inn, although I guess he's not the owner, because the innkeeper is still alive. But either way, I find it weird, and I find it justified for me to defend myself, because, to be honest, even the half-orc guy attacked me first. He attacked me upon me telling the story of the Zeppelin, so the first case was clearly self-defense. So if the bartender took offense at me defending myself, then I find it unreasonable. I wouldn't say that unreasonableness warranted him getting killed, but I didn't want to do that. Like, I didn't deliberately attack him or anything. He attacked me, and I killed him in self-defense, so I guess it is what it is. I just hope he wasn't an important plot character or something, because I didn't even have a chance to talk with him before he died. But having, said all of that, I guess I'm finally ready to talk with the rest of the patrons of the village. So there is a gnome villager. You dwarves nauseate me. Sir, we've only just met and you say such things. Get yourself out of my sight, boy. I've got no time for one such as yourself. Sir, surely you can get beyond our differences. The gnome gives you a strange look. Maybe you and I should speak. Thank you very much. May I ask a few questions? I suppose. What do you know of this place? Aren't you just full of questions? Can't you just let a bloke enjoy his ale? I didn't mean to bother you, I'm just asking a simple question. Well, here's a simple question for you. What is someone like you doing all the way out here in the middle of this disreputable kingdom? Not exactly the kind of place someone goes for a holiday. It's a long story. Sure, let's risk it. Like, you'd think I would have learned my lesson, but to be honest, at this point, I'm kind of doing it out of a sense of, what's the word? When you do something the opposite of what other people want you to do. What's the word for that? Damn it, I don't. Basically, I'm doing it specifically because the game has tried to hammer it into my head that it's a bad idea, and I want to spite the game, basically. So it's a long story. Tell him your tale. The gnome looks at you, considering your story. So you're saying that it was you who survived the IFS Zephyr crash? Yes. He's quiet for a long while. Then, well, it sounds to me like you might be in need of help. Sounds like you might need someone to watch your back. He looks away, back into his ale. My name is Vollinger. Are you offering help, Vollinger? Why would you do so? He doesn't look at you. Suspicious. Every man's got his reasons, and sometimes those reasons are his own to know. Then he looks at you, slightly turning his head. Plus, I didn't offer my help. I just said it sounded like you needed someone. Well, I might just need help. Would you join us?
I don't know about this gnome. There's something about him I just don't like. He seems awfully eager to go with us, especially after we've just met him.
Yeah, it was kind of suspicious for him to not look at me as we spoke and to hide his reasons, but I guess it's a little hypocritical for Virgil himself to raise such objections, because he himself wandered into the middle of nowhere, found the crashed Zeppelin, which was already kind of suspicious to me, although I guess the prophecy of the Living One has vaguely specified the region of the Living One's return, but still. And then he proceeded to quote-unquote offer his service to me without even asking if I'm okay. So, I don't think I can join him to my team anyway, because I think I'm limited to 2 followers for the time being, so, but let's try anyway. Friends come in all shapes and sizes.
Yes, I know, but there's something about this gnome. I can't quite put my finger on it. Believe me, I've had the questionable sort of past, and I know how to spot a bad seed. Trust me, you want nothing to do with this gnome.
Interesting. Questionable sort of past. So I guess his religiousness might have something to do, like it's him trying to redeem himself. He joined the Panari religion to atone for whatever he did before in life, because he said that Elder Joachim, his mentor that I'm searching for, has helped him a lot. So I imagine it was something along the lines of Virgil having a troubled upbringing. You know, maybe he was part of a gang, or maybe he was a thief, or maybe something like that. And then Elder Joachim sort of mentored him, you know, for him to help him to get on his straight and narrow as far as being an upstanding member of society goes. Perhaps, Virgil, thank you for the advice. Is there a problem? Were you going to ask me something? Will you join us or not? What makes me think I like you enough to join you? Was there anything else? Okay, so I either have too low of a charisma, or maybe I just simply don't have space, because I'm pretty sure I'm currently limited to 2 followers. Will you allow me more questions? I suppose. What can you tell me about P. Schuyler and Sons? A well-respected company. I wouldn't know exactly where they are located. Thanks. I seek apprentice training. Interesting. Backstab, pickpocket, prowling. Okay, I don't want training in any of those. Forget it. Have you heard anything interesting? That would cost you 18 coins to be exact. Have you got the coins for it? Sure, it's not that much, and maybe it will be something useful. Needless to say, good sir. I saw Gladys crying about something she lost. Okay, that's actually not at all useful, because I already know that. I've already talked with Gladys, and she lost like a ring. That's her family's heirloom, and supposedly I'm to look in the docks for it. But whatever, you are most generous apparently. Not much going on in here, is there? No, I'm not going to pay him anymore. By no means. Okay, I am departing. Yeah, my maximum followers for now is 2 anyway. So I guess I'll stay with Jaina Styles for now. She seems, at the very least, more trustworthy than him, because she was pretty straightforward when it came to giving me her reasons for wanting to join me. Okay, let's talk with the innkeeper. What is it, you ignorant dwarf? Do you always greet new patrons in such a manner? We don't serve your type here. Remove yourself, or I will be forced to call a guard. Do I want to rent a room? Not really. So if there's nothing else to talk about, then I guess that's it. But I find it ridiculous how... Sure, I can understand, you know, them laughing at me, or, you know, being mean, but to be honest, refusing service to ugly people seems, you know, disregarding the whole ethical conundrum, because obviously I feel like that is simply wrong on an ethical standpoint, but even if you look at it from a practical standpoint, I feel like that's stupid, because that's basically refusing money to yourself. Like, I would probably pay her if she served me, so if she refuses, then she's harming herself and her own business, which is a little bit pointless. Let's talk with the human villagers, I guess. Another arrogant dwarf, what do you want? And what do you know? Enjoying my drink. No offense, but I'd rather be left alone, okay? What about the other villager here? Good day to you, friend. Okay. Let's continue through the inn. Another villager. Bugger off, you lousy dwarf. I'm busy. That was rather rude. I would like to ask you a question. Anything happening? I don't know if you've been over to the inn, but there's a strange gnome hanging around by the bar for the past few days. That's funny, because I'm in the inn currently, but I guess that's generic dialogue, and I could have encountered that anywhere on the street. Thank you for your time. Can you tell me about P. Schuyler and Sons? Sounds like a company, but I'm not sure from where they are. Okay, I will go. I guess I could steal from the inn, but again, I'm not going to... Oh, there's nothing here anyway. I'm not going to do that. Like, I would prefer not to steal at all, to be honest, apart from the corpses of people who tried to kill me, at which point I feel like, at least in the game logic sense, they forfeit their property right if they try to kill me. But even if I steal something in the end, I would prefer if it's only, you know, the minimum required. So basically, if there's something really good that I would borderline require for success, then maybe I will steal it. But I'm not going to steal random stuff from random people, because that just seems petty to me, to be honest. Okay, I'm pretty sure I explored everything here, apart from the docks and this arena and the castle, because those are the barracks for the guards. And the captain of the guard is a little bit crazy. He actually killed me once in the middle of the city. So I guess I'll go to the docks, then I'll go to the arena, and although I guess I'll go to the docks, then I'll go to the castle, and I'll leave the arena for last because it's the most remote place. So let's go over here, because I'm supposed to look for Gladys's ring in the docks. Unlocked, okay. But it's empty. Nothing in here. Okay, so that's basically just another abandoned room then. I mean, abandoned home. What about this? Okay, there's someone living here. This cussed old man snarls in your direction. Yeah, what is it? May I ask your name, good sir? Name is Archibald. What of it? Gladys sent me. She thinks you might know something of a ring? Gladys, tell that old hag I will never give her ring back. Never. If you come by her here again, I will have my son Bernard give you a sound thrashing. I cannot believe you would be so cruel to an old lady, sir. You will leave my home immediately, or I will call my son Bernard. Do you hear me? Okay, I'm leaving. I don't want to kill him over something like that. I would prefer to talk, maybe with his son, if I find him. Presumably he's one of those people? You're a stone-brained dwarf, if I ever saw one. May I ask you some questions, sir? Oh, training? In what? Bow, prowling, or backstab? Never mind. Okay. So that's just a guard, I guess. Oh, he has a name. But it's not Bernard. It's not the son. So I presume the son should be somewhere nearby, right? That would be logical to assume. You dwarves are the worst lot. Excuse my presence, sir. I meant no offense. I'm kind of annoyed by how sniveling some of the responses are. Like, it irks me that I have to apologize for my own existence. I would prefer if my character was polite but stern, you know. Sometimes there are appropriate options where I'm able to say something along the lines, this is uncalled for, or you know, I would appreciate if you changed your tone, sir. But this is kind of annoying, but I guess I don't have any other choice if I want to talk to him. I suppose you're an alright sort. What can I do for you? Is there any work around here? Are you daft, man? Look around you. Dernholm is dying. There's not enough work here for citizens, let alone a drifter. Okay. I guess nothing here either. Fatigue restorer, gold, Monroe's cleaner. Okay, I'm not going to steal any of those either. To be honest, it seems kind of pointless. But I wonder, what do I do about the ring? I certainly don't want to kill the guy over something like that. So maybe if I return to Gladys and tell her that he doesn't want to give me the ring, maybe she will give me some option to persuade him. What is it? Gladys sent me to ask about a ring. I'll never give her the ring back. I can't believe you would be so cruel. Okay, so he basically repeats himself. I'm leaving. I wonder if maybe I have to threaten him. But to be honest, I wouldn't like to do that either. For all I know, I don't know the exact story of the ring. Why can't I go further this way? I do not know the exact story of the ring, so I wouldn't like to threaten the man just because he has a ring that I want. Like, I'm not sure what's the exact... Although I guess it was implied that someone stole the ring from the corpse of Gladys's son, or something like that. I don't exactly remember, it has been a couple of days since I last played. There's a rubbish bin. Okay, I might actually take those things for crafting. Because it's a rubbish bin, literally, like, this is trash. So I don't consider it stealing to take it. Well, I'll go back to Gladys and see what she has to say about this situation. I have learned my lesson about talking to Sir Garrick Stout, the captain of the guard. He's a little bit crazy. Okay, that's not this... not this house. Not this house either. Okay, this is Gladys. I spoke with Archibald. He has your ring. He does? I am shocked. The cad. Is there anything you can think of that might help get the ring back? Nothing I can think of. So do I have to steal it from him? Or do I literally have to kill him? Like, as I said, I wouldn't like to do that. I guess I might try threatening him, but... I'm worried that it's going to end in violence, and I will have to kill him, which I wouldn't appreciate. Because it seems such a small matter to die over. Is there anything I can even steal from here? I don't see any chests or anything like that. Oh, I cannot even talk to him anymore. Interesting. So I guess...
What is it that you want of me?
I guess maybe I'll happen across his son. Maybe in the pits or something. Or in the castle. I'm not sure who his son is. So... I guess I'll go visit the castle now. It's a nice looking castle, actually. Well, less so from the inside. It seems to be actually full of trash, which is an interesting design for a castle. Human guard, a bunch of chests, which I'm probably not able to even look at, right? Okay, they're locked, but the guards didn't attack me. They are both locked. I'm not going to even try to pick them. Okay, but it's good to know that they don't attack me if I just look at the unlocked containers. It's actually pretty interesting that they let me sort of waltz in to the chambers of one of the noblemen or something. That's kind of surprising, to be honest. I don't want to go into the throne room yet. I would prefer to first go somewhere around here and explore the other part of the castle here. To be honest, it looks a lot cooler on the outside as opposed to the inside. Okay, there's some kind of a sleeping quarters for the guards, maybe? Okay, I guess I'll go into the throne room now and then sort of back out here to see if there's anything here. Doesn't look like it, really. There isn't anyone to talk to. I'm kind of disappointed by the interior design of the castle compared to the outside. Well, I guess I'm ready to talk to the king. Human guard, human guard, human guard, human guard. Okay, let's go to the king then. Human noble. How dare someone of your caliber address one such as myself? It pains me to say that, but I don't want to start a fight, so I guess I beg forgiveness. I only wish to serve. I don't think so. Begone. Please honor me with a task to prove my worth. I have a need of a courier. I suppose you'll have to do. Blackroot owes me tax money, 5 gold bars. Bring it to me. I am not going to ask for payment because I imagine it's going to annoy him very, very much. And to be honest, I don't care. Like, I do it mostly for experience and just to explore. So consider it done. And the outsider returns. The task isn't quite finished. Please make haste. I'm anxious to resolve this matter. Okay. Okay, so I guess I only have the pits to explore in Dernholm. And then I guess I'm off to this Blackroot. I'm not sure if it's far. I guess I'll have to consult my world map. But the castle definitely looks a lot cooler. The exterior of it looks a lot cooler than the interior. Although I'm not sure why my game isn't scrolling properly. Like, it's a problem I've been having for quite a long time, actually. It sometimes sort of freezes and it's very jittery. Like, I can't move my screen, move my camera left. Oh, I guess it's because it has to always have my character in view, which is reasonable. But I imagine it might also be caused by me running the game on Windows 10 with some, high-resolution patches, and obviously that's not a way the game was intended to be played originally. What about the guards? Dwarfs, come. I don't speak with your kind. I beg your pardon, sir. May I ask you a question? I suppose. May I ask what this thing is? Those are the infamous pits of Dernholm. This is where you'll end up if you get on the wrong side of the law here in Dernholm. May I enter? Huh. You're either jesting with me or a complete fool. No one who ever enters the pits comes out again. We toss the worst miscreants of society in there and throw away the key. Sure, I can try entering it if they let me. I am completely serious. I need to enter the pits. Look, you're starting to try my patience. If you don't leave here at once, I will throw you in the pits. I can assure you, you don't want that. Okay. I'll talk with the other guy and then I'll try getting into the pits eventually. just for the lols, basically. If I die, then I guess I die. But it has to exist for a purpose, right? So maybe I'll meet someone in there. Because it's basically like a prison, I imagine. I thought it's an arena, but... may I ask you a question? I want to enter the pits. I'm serious. Are you certain there is no way for me to get in? No, on your way, boy. Okay, so I guess I'll have to save that for later, but I wonder if my log will have something to say about Gladys's ring and the relevant quest. Okay, Gladys, the old lady in Dernholm that wants me to locate her missing ring, has informed me that a man called Archibald might have an idea where I might find it. Rumor has it that Gladys has been crying about something she's lost. Yeah, I know that already, but how do I... how do I take it from him? Accept it. Okay, I'm kind of annoyed, but maybe something will resolve itself once I return with the taxes from Blackroot or something. Because I don't know, it seems weird to me for the game to hardlock me into having to kill. Okay, I don't know. I'm not sure why I tried running into the water, but I guess I thought it might be shallow enough for me to pass, which actually might still be true, judging from the color of it here. Yeah. What did I want to say? It seems weird to me for the game to lock me into the into the requirement of killing Archibald for the ring. Like, it would be weird if that was the only way to solve the quest. Cumbria, capital Dernholm, capital of Cumbria, and there is Blackroot, a border town. But actually, there was an interesting note in the logbook from one of the rumors. It said that apparently there's an ancient maze just northwest of Dernholm. So I guess let's try. Is there a compass? If I just walk around, because I'm not sure if it's going to work on the global map, but northwest. So I guess somewhere around here. Like, I'm not sure if it's going to stop me if I uncover something interesting, or do I need to go sort of manually? I guess if it's big, then I might be able to just notice it sort of outright. Yeah, but it doesn't look like it. So does it tell me the direction in which I'm going if I just go, manually? Because it seems to me that's the only way to reasonably reach such a place, because the map doesn't really tell me if I encountered something. Like, sure, there are random encounters where someone attacks me, but it doesn't look like it stops to sort of communicate to me that I found a location of interest. So well, I guess I'll think about that a little bit later. For now, I guess I can go to Blackroot. No, that's too far enough. It said just northwest. So... Well, I'll go to Blackroot for now. Collect the taxes and whatnot. Okay, that's...
I'm seriously hurt, sir.
That's ridiculous.
Help me.
That's ridiculous. 3 wolves have murdered my entire party. Which just kind of reinforces the fact that I majorly suck at this game. But oh well. Yeah, that's not great, to be honest. Not great at all. The Jaina Styles in particular is very weak, which I guess comes with the territory of her being a healer as opposed to a warrior or something. Yeah, I'm not sure about the ancient labyrinth. Like, how would I find it? There does not seem to be any mark on the map, so I guess I would have to slowly walk in a given direction, but I'm not sure how to keep, my cardinal directions when walking like this. Like, there doesn't seem to be a compass anywhere over here. So I'm not sure about that, but I guess for now I'll go to Blackroot anyway. Do what I have to do there. Wolf Cave. Oh, interesting. So I guess it does mark things on my map. I just have to wander, close enough to them. Again, I landed sort of in the middle of the town as opposed to a border, which is kind of annoying. Because it makes navigating a little bit more difficult. It's actually quite a big town. I was expecting something along the lines of a village, but it's sizable enough. Again, I'll go from the border. Apparently there's a halfling villager wandering around. Bugger off, you lousy dwarf. That was rude. I would like to ask you a question. What is it? Any rumors? I hear Herkimer Ogledodler. No, Herkimer Ogledodler was one of the Dernholm's finest soldiers back in his prime. He is said to be highly trained in all the necessary skills of war. Okay, that's interesting. I might be able to ask him for training. What can you tell me about Chandler and Sons? Sounds like something from a big city. Okay. That was borderline useful. What about this? They dress charms and magical potions. Okay, it's locked because it's too early, I guess, and they haven't opened for business yet. That's actually kind of immersive. Like, it's a little annoying, but I appreciate that they actually lock their houses, after dark. It's totally reasonable when you really think about it. Okay, let's talk with her. You dwarves are the worst of the lot. What sort of wares do you carry here? I carry a wide selection of magically enhanced armor and weaponry, in addition to proper mage attire and accoutrements. I also stock a fine selection of enchanted scrolls for a discerning gentleman. If you require any assistance, please let me know. What can you tell me about Chandler and Sons? I don't know offhand. I'd venture to guess a company of sorts. Okay. What kind of training do you offer? Healing. Can I train Jaina? Huh. I don't think so. I'm talking. interested in trading. It's a bunch of potions. Do I want to buy a couple? To be honest, it seems a bit of a, well, maybe not a waste, but okay, actually, I'm pretty sure magical items might be disrupted by my aptitude for technology, so they might not be a best investment for me specifically. Scroll of Resurrect, 11,000. Okay, that's a bit too much for me at this stage. Okay, you know what? I'll guess I'll buy 2 potions, just in case. Okay, what about this? The dancing needle. Is that a tattoo parlor or something? That would be an interesting, cool name for a tattoo parlor. Because I'm not sure what else could it be. I guess it could be a tailor's shop as well. Which, yeah, probably is more reasonable. There are even like dresses and stuff. Your very presence disgusts me, dwarf. What kind of training do you offer? Persuasion. Oh, I want that. For 200 coins. Undeniably so. Okay, sure. You have succeeded in your apprentice training. Okay, and what exactly does it give me? Well, I'll train in I'll check in a minute. Let's barter. What do you have? A bunch of clothes, obviously. That's, I guess, reasonable to expect. Okay, so let's check the persuasion skill. Persuasion apprentice. But what does it really give me? Like, I don't think it raised on the bar, but surely it must have granted me some kind of a benefit. My maximum followers is still 2. Well, I'm sure it's going to be useful one way or the other. Let me continue with exploring the town. The steadfast anvil. Okay. Bugger off, you lousy dwarf. That was rude. Are you the blacksmith? I am. Name's Garrett Olmsted. Can I ask you a question? What is it? Make it quick, I don't have all day. How did a half-orc become the town's blacksmith? I get that a lot. I was abandoned as a child. I spent several years living on the streets, scavenging and stealing what I needed to survive. I never stayed in one place long, until I came to Blackroot. What was different in Blackroot? The old blacksmith, Gurney, didn't have any children, but he wanted someone to keep the shop running after he was gone, so he took pity on me and made me his apprentice. He worked me long, hard hours, yet he was a fair man. He passed few years back. I still miss him. Oh, you had a hard life. I am sorry for your loss as well. You know, most people don't give a damn about me, always talking about me being a half-breed and such. Some even do it to my face. It's a rare few who actually care enough to say a kind word. Thank you. Here, take this. It's a little something I made. A gift for your kindness. Thank you. Can I ask you something else? Can I look at your trade goods? Oh, he gave me gloves. That's cool because I actually don't have any. I don't think I can afford any of his actual items. However, I might be able to sell something to him, maybe? Not really. He's not buying any of the ingredients and such. I guess he could buy the ore, but I am using that, kind of, in crafting. Like, I'm definitely happy with my purchase. Not the purchase, with the crafting of the balanced sword. Let me equip that as well. Dwarven gauntlets. That's appropriate enough, you know, with me being a dwarf. But also, I feel like that's kind of sad. Like, the fact that his life has been so horrible that nobody even... Like, his life has sucked so hard that the first time in ages he heard like an actual kind word, he found it so moving that he felt the need to reward me. Like, I feel like the under what's the word? The context, the behind the damn it, I'm really tired today, so it's kind of difficult for me to find my words, but the deeper context behind this whole exchange was really sad to me, and it wasn't lost on me, you know, how sad that was. Annabelle's Gallery. Innkeeper, so I guess it's an inn. I wonder if this one will refuse to serve me as well. Another arrogant dwarf. What do you want? Do you always greet new patrons in such a manner? We don't serve your type here. Remove yourself from the premises. Please, good sir, I have some questions to ask of you. He looks at you disdainfully. Be quick, I don't have time to waste on you. Might I ask who you are? I am Mr. Holloway, the innkeeper of this fine establishment. Is this a high-quality establishment? Ha! What would you know of quality? I'll tell you one thing. You are not staying in this fine establishment for less than 35 coins a night. That is certain. From the looks of you, I would doubt if you have even that paltry enough. Be gone from my premises, vagabond. Oh. Okay, damn it, didn't I read the option correctly, or did I inadvertently like threaten him or something? I would assume I would have just left, but I guess he wants me to pay him. Bugger off. I have some questions. What is it? I ask who you are. Be gone from the yeah, I said never mind, and he attacked me. Well, I have the coin here. Well, that is certainly a surprise. I guess you can have the room to your left. I doubt you can make that room smell any worse than it already does. You mind your manners while you're in here. I'll be keeping an eye on you. Okay, I must depart. Need I remind you that dwarves are not welcome here? Okay, that's actually... I'm not sure if it's worse. And to be honest, classifying prejudice, like most prejudice is bad. But so I'm not sure if it's worse. But what I'm trying to say is, I didn't expect him. Like, I thought he didn't like me specifically because I'm disfigured. But it turns out he apparently doesn't like dwarves at all. So he's a plain old racist. No need for rudeness, Mr. Holloway. What is it now? I would like to receive apprentice training in persuasion. You have already trained an apprentice in that particular skill. Okay. Any gossip lately? Have you met Castlle Piers? I hear he's the finest bowman in all of Arcanum. Okay, thank you. Actually, I'm considering going to bed. He said the room on your left, right? The small one. I'm considering going to bed and actually sleeping to find out if my arm will heal if I do that. But I'm worried he's going to have me pay another 35 gold just to stay in the inn, and I would like to talk with all of the people. But I guess, what time is it? 10 a.m. Oh, sleep until you're healed, yeah, right. Okay. And now, can I... crippled arm prevents the wielding of that item. Okay, I totally don't get that, to be honest. I literally clicked on sleeping until healed, and nothing happened. So I guess I need an actual physician to help me, you know, an actual doctor or a healer, presumably to set up broken bones and all that, and not just sleeping, which I guess is again reasonable. It's a bit of a, you know, silly gaming convention that you heal life-threatening injuries by sleeping. That doesn't, you know, usually happen, at least not as quick. Obviously you would heal naturally on your own if you rested, but it would take weeks or months. What else? You know what? I think I'm going to pause here because I don't have enough time to talk with all of them, and I might forgot which ones I have talked to and which ones I didn't if I stop in the middle. So I guess I'm going to save here and actually end it for now. So that's all for this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!